A personal speaking style is one of the things that will help your audience better relate to your speech and make it more enjoyable to listen to. No one wants to listen to someone who sounds like they're giving a speech, and audiences want someone to just talk to them. The main concept that guides this issue is rooted in my belief that personal speaking style should not be something you create. It's something you find. If you have to create it, it won't be authentic. It won't be yours. It won't be personal. It'll be phony. You should be presenting your best self, not a fabrication of yourself. So let's talk about how to avoid sounding fake and how to find your own speaking style. Unfortunately, most speakers adopt a fake, cadenced, and canned rhythm of speaking when giving a formal presentation. It's pretty easy to tell when someone is using their speech voice. It's much harder to tell when you are using your speech voice. As much as it hurts, the best way to figure out if you commit this public speaking crime is to watch a videotape of yourself giving a speech. And it's better to get a video of you giving a speech for an actual audience, not just practicing for the camera. You will get a more accurate version of yourself. Pay attention to your speaking style and ask yourself, is this the kind of speech you want to watch? If not, then consider changing something about how you speak. One of the most common crimes in a speech voice is the way pauses are used. Speech voices often pause way too much, like this. The pauses in your speech need to be intentional. A pause after every few words without regard to how that may affect the message isn't really appealing. Consider the effect of saying the same sentence without any pauses. The pauses in your speech need to be intentional. Or, if the idea is important enough to warrant emphasis, like this one, try slowing down in certain places. The pauses in your speech need to be intentional. The difference is remarkable, and eliminating those unnecessary pauses is a huge step in making way for your personal speaking style. My process for discovering personal speaking style is really only helpful for experienced and self-aware speakers who are willing to put a lot of extra thought and time into developing their style. First, think about the personal attributes that you have that could make a speech engaging. For example, are you a logical thinker? Are you super creative? Are you really good at explaining complex issues? Do you have a sense of humor that people almost always find funny? Whatever your personal characteristics are, work on highlighting those and incorporating them into your speech. If you are a really creative thinker, don't shy away from doing creative things. If you're a logical thinker, focus your energies on giving logical ideas. Don't try to be something you're not. If you are not naturally funny or creative, don't try to be. Let the elements of your speaking style come naturally and as an extension of who you are as a person. It is also important to think about your physical qualities. For example, what are the characteristics of your voice? Do you have a lot of variety? Are you naturally monotone? Are you good at getting an audience excited with your voice? Do you have mannerisms that are engaging? Are you good with facial expressions? What is it about your physical self that you can use to communicate in a speech? Again, don't try to be something you're not. At some point, you may have to decide that there are certain types of speakers that you will never be, because you are not that kind of person. Your speaking style needs to be you. And it isn't just about the presentation. Topic choice, and sometimes how you organize your speech can be part of your style too. So let's review. Avoid having a speech voice. Identify the things you do that make you sound fake and uninviting, and try to eliminate them. Your speaking style should be an extension of yourself. Figure out what parts of you fit into your speaking style. Don't be someone you're not. Stick to your guns. Don't try to be like someone else if that's not part of who you are too. Developing a personal speaking style takes years, and it will always change. Don't think that this lesson is the final step in figuring out who you are as a speaker for the rest of your life. For some of you, it's just the beginning. But being self-aware and self-critical will take you one step closer to finding out who you really are as a speaker.